what? Like, yeah, we've met twice at that point.
I think the reason why you did that was also because you knew me through the Nizza, who you've been working with a lot.
And I met you one time at Nebulous.
Right, that's
and you were like a sweetheart.
And we commentated, I think, that time as well, once.
At Nebs?
I think at Nebs. You sure?
I commentated one time before Shots Fired 2. Or
Really?
Shots Fired 1. One time, and this was at the original Nebulous. It was the same weekend that Etika came.
Oh, right.
That was the one time I ever commentated, and then Nebulous shut down.
Are you sure we didn't commentate together then? Because I was there too.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Well, I had a long history of commentating at
you're a god. You taught me your ways. Why do you think I kept a little of the beard?
You didn't have it before? It's longer now.
Thanks, man.
Anyhow, we got Lunchables. I mean, our origin story is pretty amazing. You know, humble beginnings.
I love you, dude.
I love you too, man.
Lunchy. And you got Thundery. Yo, he is so animated out. Do you see that shirt?
Yeah, I do see that shirt.
I love Thunders because, like you said before, he's like, what'd you say? He's a sweetie?
Yeah.
Is that what you called him?
He's a sweetheart. Sweetie,
if you ever met Thunders, man, it is just...
For how loud his character is?
Yeah, right?
He's
but
that
this demonstrative character, and he's like, no, just play, just play. If you ever met him, he's just all about having a good time, but like a reserved good time. He's not gonna party and hang out. He's gonna be like, let's play some friendlies and do some Falcon Dittos while we play friendlies.
When I force talk Junebug, I don't go. I would jump on my chair. He just goes, shakes his head.
He shakes his head like, I'm sorry. He felt like, I'm sorry I did that. Now this is where it gets nuts because they run their course too a couple times, I believe. I need a second. God, wait a minute. I have it.
What?
I have stats. I can't believe I haven't even looked at this spreadsheet that Flashing Fire and others have put together and been absolutely amazing to do so. And I think it's because I've gotten 4 hours of sleep in 3 nights.
This is a matchup that looked like Thunders was struggling with last time they played. You know, I think I want to see I think like the way he's been beating Junebug after struggling for so long shows that Thunders can adapt. Let's see what he's been thinking about versus, wow, RAR and Air. Really sick. Let's see what he's thinking about versus Toon.
Okay, Lunchables and Thunders are actually tied 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. Wow.
So, I remember they ran into each other a couple times. I just couldn't remember what the results were. So they are tied up 2-2. Lunchables has the slight lead right now, which against DK, kind of like the Ganondorf in the previous set. It's nothing to sleep on. Just like that. Died to the Noochie along the edge.
You could have showed me this.
No, this would have been great stats for everybody. We're going to try to use them for the rest of the 3 sets remaining. I apologize to Flashing Fire.
I totally couldn't remember it.
We're going to use it for player ranks. You know, maybe wink, wink, hint, hint. And when that project gets started. And that's what it mainly was for. And I'm sorry again to Flashing Fire. If you don't, I'm so tired.
You've been doing a lot, dude. You're not just a commentator. You're also a tournament organizer. You're a hype man. You talk to the players. So we really appreciate the work you've done.
Thunders takes a 3-2 lead. I wanted to make sure I talked to everybody that I could. I wanted to know honest feedback. I talked to one of my best friends, Reno, who helped run humongous tournaments in his day, and you know, he gave me the brutal honesty. This could have gone better, this could have done better, this went well, this didn't. So I loved it as much as I hated it. And you know, look at these sets. You have Thunders right now having a lead over Lunchables. Toon, who is this great top tier character. DK, this like shroud of like, I don't really know what he can do, but every time a new tier list comes out, it's higher and higher and higher, and it's all because of him.
Oh, turns around the punch, and he's got quite a serious lead here.
Turn around,
bright eyes. It's one of my favorite karaoke songs. Why haven't we done karaoke before?
Because I will never sing in public.
Well, why haven't you watched me do karaoke before? All right.
I get too emotional.
Bomb drop down air is something that's been around since Melee. I used to see Sora do that, you know, back when I first started playing. And it works in this game too, especially on such a big target like DK. I wanted to say ThundeRzReiGN because those characters are just so tied together.
Synonymous. So Thunder's, the beginning of this stock was my
if he had hit,
God. Why?
Project M is over.
No. Let me ask you a question.
If he had hit it.
Did they fight? Did they argue? because he hit the side B. He could have just went back. No, my friend. He said nay nay.
That was
He said nay nay. He went all the way down with him, risking making it a one-up situation. What in the actual hell?
Again, expressing his personality through the character. DK lets him do it. You know, he isn't betraying anything on his face. That was so insanely disrespectful. Chills. Homie. Yeah, if he had hit that, I would have just canceled Project 10. I would have been like, nah.
Like this, like just gently place Chibo's equipment down.
I'm just looking at these wins.
I think it's the top, I want to say 8 players or 16 players of the PMCC are on this chart. And it's funny because you do see some names that unfortunately couldn't make it for one reason or another, or because the tournament was so stacked, they just didn't make it that far.
Yeah, like Dirt Boy didn't make it too far, which is a shame.
The one person I really regret I didn't have an opportunity to meet is Els. And if you're watching, I know you do like watching the events. I know you're an intricate part of the Florida scene. Like, anytime we can get you out and we can work it out better, I'm going to try my best next time around to make sure it happens. Unfortunately, you know.
So Lunchables has switched to Marth. Marth has often been, at least the Fire Emblem characters, a lot of the fatties are considered traditionally by a lot of players as being countered by Fire Emblem. But Lunchables is really making it work. Definitely, it's easier for Marth than Roy versus DK. I remember back in 3.02, damn, I want to say it was like Esam versus Mewtwo King, where Esam went, ooh!
This is looking bleak. Yeah. You want to talk about figuring out in a hurry?
This counter pick is working out like really well for Lunchables. It's so cool how he has so many characters. I'm jealous. I want 3 characters.
You can argue Lunchables is the best at all 3 of them.
Yeah. I mean,
now with Marth, there is a lack of representative play.
I mean, Roy too, to be honest.
But I feel like it's still, even if there was a Marth to step up his game, you look at this Marth, it is one of the crispest and cleanest plays you can really find.
Oh!
That was
almost dragged him
smart.
down with him. Up air does it there. He's got his punch charged.
If you guys can, please also tweet out the stream. Let's get everybody down here because these sets are just getting better and better.
Nice stuff by Lunchables. Really dominant play. Ooh. I think there's a lot of talk about Thunder's combo game, and I think one thing that people don't talk about enough is his call-outs on the ledge and in the air. He is incredible at calling out jumps with forward airs and back airs, and you see him get kills that way all the time. His reads are sick. Good spot touch by Lunchables. Is that punish game? Oh, he jumps out. Okay.
What's got to be frightening though is if you're Lunchables, there has to be a feeling that you almost can't allow anything to go in ThundeRzReiGN's way, because the kill potential of this character, it almost feels like it gets stronger and stronger every time you see it.
Yeah.
And it started off, and that's another thing too, Lunchables started off like a house on fire, and now it's slowed down a little bit, and you're wondering, man, if ThundeRzReiGN could have just composed himself earlier.
Especially because they have, like, the opposite situation. There's no such thing as arthritis for Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh! He gets the punch, and this is... It doesn't have a full one, though. Okay, does he need it even? Ooh. He crouch cancels. He's stuck on the platform. Oh my god, he goes an aggressive walk on the platform. There's that call-out I was talking about! He goes for it again. Oh, this might be it.
Oh my goodness, 183.
So hard for Marth to kill at this percentage.
He's gotta find. Yeah, Thunder's got to get the hell out of there as quickly. He's gonna go for the up throw.
Not quite.
205.
Up tilt. Oh my gosh.
I respect the hell out of what Thunder just did. I think he anticipated that he wouldn't have traded quite like that, because he down aired, hoping to maybe catch Marth underneath the platform, popping him up, and that would have probably led to an up smash. That was, but again, the way Lunchables started that set, you would have thought, no shot, this is like a 4-stock incoming. And then all of a sudden, you're talking about 2 grabs? 2? And the set could have been over?
Yeah.
It was one fair call out. If Lunchables for one moment took his hand off the controller and didn't continue to DI away and up, dead.
I think
body bag, straight.
I think ThundeRz is the most stressful player in the game right now.
To play against?
To play against. You cannot get complacent, man.
No, if the only player that I think will make you feel as weird and hopeless is if Fresh was able to tighten up his neutral game and get to this point more consistently. They're the only 2 characters where you legitimately feel hopeless.
Yeah, when you get grabbed.
You're just like, okay, get a DI this way. Nope. Okay, try that. No. Okay. Tell you what, just do what you want. Come back next stock. We'll talk about it.
All right, we're going to Battlefield. Allows DK can navigate platforms a little bit. He can bring them up. Wow, great SDI up to that platform by Lunchables. Just avoids the combo. Ooh, this is where he really shines up top.
A whole new world.
Ooh, but Lunchables is pretty good up there too, man.
He's done. He's done.
He might have grabbed ledge there, but Lunchables still grabbed ledge from him.
I wish you guys could see how many times me and Apollo give each other the OU look as we're commentating and doing certain things like calling out that he's dead and he barely lives or barely dies. OU. What's your assumptions? And just like that, we're evened up.
Wow. Ooh. They're battling for platform.
That's what ThundeRz wanted to happen in the last set.
Right.
And it would have worked out completely in his favor because it almost popped Lunchables high enough that time, and he's only at 56% after the hit. Can't let that happen.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
He needed to drift forward a little bit, maybe. Oh, okay. Just doesn't even try to recover there.
No, and Lunchables didn't even try to edge guard.
Yeah, they both were like, nah, it's Nunskis.
I think the tipper is what set that off. If it would have been a softer hit, maybe they would have both attempted, but Lunchables knows the game in and out.
Shield drop bears, wow. Another shield drop bear right there. Ooh, when he gets the chase down, and the bear will take it. What I really like about the way Lunchables plays is the way he finds kills out of scramble situations. ThundeRzR mostly gets his kills out of, like I said, reading jumps and grabs. Lunchables just all of a sudden, you don't even know where he grabbed momentum from, how it started, but you're dead. So that's one thing you gotta, I see a lot with him. Okay, up B's out of there.
Oh, he went for it again. He's done it 3 times now, though.
Yeah.
If there's something he could do to mix that up, I think it'll hit once again. I don't know if he can maybe just go straight onto the ledge and go for the grab. Kind of like that, but not getting hit by a sword.
Okay.
May have led to greener grasses.
Very even set between these two. ThundeRzR was camping platforms the whole time. The moment that he went down,
and it could lead to a ton of damage right now. ThundeRzR racking it up.
Good float with the side B there. Weak nair.
Racking it up.
Oh my god, are you kidding me, ThundeRzR? Oh, he killed himself! Look, he's laughing. He's laughing.
Look, you know who's now laughing? The person directly next to him.
He's like, I can't.
Did he not recover? Like, attempt to recover? Or did he just fall like a rock after?
I don't know. I would have to watch that again because I really.
ThundeRzR still laughing a little bit. Lunchables like, why are you laughing? Stop, please.
Stop.
Stop. That would become now. Yo, so Vine's gone, man. How you doing? Or it's gonna be gone.
What, your phone?
Vine. How are you gonna do without Vine?
Oh, Vine. I'm so sad. Vine was my whole goal in life was to be a Vine star, and
it's okay. You could be a YouTube star, right? Isn't that
no,
easy?
I need the short
PM
things.
star.
I need the short things.
Yeah. Well, our PM career is short. Me and you. Waiting for the next up and comers.
Okay. Okay. Tech chase. Oh, breaks right out of there. Wow. Crouch canceling. A lot more on the stage. Not a platform to escape to for ThundeRzReiGN.
Super smart by Thunders. He went right back into it. He drove into the skid because he was like, if I try to DI away from Lunchables right now, he's gonna have another opportunity to finish off the stock. He instead goes into Lunchables, gets behind him, throws up the neutral air, and it's caused all of this to happen. Balloon pops.
Oh wow.
There you go. You know what? No. That is deserved. The amount of times Lunchables sat there and just down tilt, that is deserved.
Definitely. Shield dropping there is so good.
Perfect
It covers
shield.
on both sides. Of
Oh
Donkey
my
Kong.
goodness.
He's going to try to down air him. Oh no, he tried to fair and didn't.
Either option would have been
good.
perfect.
Yeah, of course,
because
of
the
course.
fair could pop up into that there anyway. Especially at that percentage, it's kind of sweet. Misses the balloon. There we go. Cleaned it up.
Lunchables uses your momentum against you. That's what I would say about it.
He's
a momentum
yeah,
sucker.
I had my Cowboy Bebop shirt on yesterday. Very Spike Spiegel like. He doesn't mind using your strength.
Totally.
You're gonna give me this option. I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna force the issue. I'm not gonna try to do something I shouldn't have to do.
I just noticed it there when Thunders ran in and he just up tilted him back off the stage.
Like screw it, why not? He also doesn't really. Lunchables doesn't try to extend anything. He knows when it's time to just back off and just get a re-grab.
Makes sense of that for sure. A lot of weird back and forths here.
Oh, it could get. Okay,
wow.
It's getting weird.
Good call out. Wow, he just let him take the punch. What? Not forcing the issue like you said. He's not too concerned. He's like, he's gonna get the punch anyway. Ooh. Finding.
I was gonna say I don't know where they are in the sense of the stage. If Lunchables down airs, he might not even get him down there. He might land on a platform.
That was incredibly beautiful combo by Lunchables. He didn't get the kill, but it kind of goes to show you what I was saying about him, about the way he finds combos out of nowhere. Thunders always finding the grab.
That neutral air is so useful for DK. It gives you so much mileage no matter what you're trying to do, and it's deceivingly quick for such a big monkey.
Ooh, first time we see that this set.
Clap.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, and Thunders is just taking such a commanding lead on the balloon popping. That is such a awful position for Thunders to be in, and he somehow got out of it unscathed.
Oh, Cal calls him out. Fair is so good for that. Oh my gosh. Oh man, did he catch him out of his double jump? I think he might have. And ThundeRzReiGN makes it to top 2 of Olympus. Showing why he's a god. Sending Lunchables to loser bracket. Losers bracket. What'd I do? Alright, we got the rematch from